The echo of time sailed through the vastness of space, leaving behind the planet-sized machine that had stirred after eons of silence. The explorers sat in the quiet of their ship, each lost in thought, the weight of the ancient voice still heavy in their minds. The stars outside flickered, their light distant and cold, yet the memory of Ishka's awakening burned brightly in their hearts. Zora Tellus stood at the front of the ship, her gaze fixed on the dark stretch of space ahead. She couldn't shake the feeling that the message from the planet was just the beginning. Something far larger was at play. The crew had barely begun to understand the true significance of what they had encountered. As they neared a nearby asteroid field, Zora decided to speak to the crew. "We've only seen the surface of what Ishka holds," she said, her voice steady but filled with conviction. "I believe there are more messages out there, scattered across the stars. We need to find them. For the sake of our future and the future of the universe." The crew exchanged glances, uncertainty flickering in their eyes. They had witnessed something extraordinary, but they hadn't yet realized the scale of the mystery. Slowly, one by one, they nodded in agreement. They were explorers after all. And explorers never turned back from the unknown. Days turned into weeks as they traveled through star systems, seeking out ancient ruins, forgotten signals, and unexplained phenomena. Each discovery only deepened the mystery of Ishka and the long-lost civilization that had built it. They encountered remnants of other machines, smaller but no less powerful, each one a piece of a puzzle that had yet to be fully understood. It was on the 5th week that they stumbled upon something unexpected, a glowing ancient artifact drifting in the middle of an uncharted nebula. The artifact resembled an orb, but it pulsed with energy, its surface covered in similar glowing symbols to those found on Ishka. The crew carefully retrieved the artifact, its weight heavy in Zora's hands as she gazed at it, feeling the faint hum of energy vibrating through her fingertips. "What do you think this is?" asked Captain Orlan, the ship's second-in-command. "I'm not sure," Zora replied, her voice tinged with awe. "But it feels like a key to understanding everything." The artifact's hum grew louder, and as if responding to their touch, the symbols on its surface began to glow brighter. Zora's heart raced as the voice they had heard on Ishka filled her mind again, but this time the voice was clearer, more insistent. "Awakened Seeker," the voice said, reverberating through the ship. "You hold the key. The time has come to unlock the secrets of the stars." The artifact's glow intensified, and before Zora could respond, a map appeared in her mind, a map of stars, constellations, and ancient pathways. Lines connected distant worlds, hidden civilizations, and forgotten technologies. It was as if the universe itself was offering them the path to the ultimate mystery. "We need to follow this map," Zora said, her voice barely above a whisper. "It's leading us to something unimaginable. Something that could change everything." The crew, now more determined than ever, set a course based on the map that had appeared in Zora's mind. The artifact, still glowing softly, was placed in the heart of the ship, where it could continue to guide them. The next leg of their journey took them deeper into the unknown, through star systems no one had ever charted, and into the very heart of the cosmic mystery they had set out to uncover. But as they ventured deeper into uncharted space, they began to notice something strange. An eerie presence seemed to follow them, a shadow that flitted just beyond the edge of their sensors. It was as though something, or someone, was watching them, waiting. "Do you feel that?" Orlan asked, his voice filled with unease. Zora nodded, her gaze sharpening. "We're not alone. Whatever created Ishka, whatever left behind these artifacts, is watching us. And it's waiting." The tension on the ship grew as they approached their destination, a distant star system, home to an ancient world known only in the oldest of legends. As they neared the planet, the artifact began to pulse even brighter, and the voice spoke once more. "The final piece awaits. The awakening is near." The planet before them was unlike any they had encountered. Its surface was covered in jagged mountains, deep oceans, and glowing cities that seemed to pulse with life, though no life could be seen. It was as though the planet was waiting for something, or someone, to awaken it. Zora gave the order to land. As the echo of time descended toward the surface, the crew braced for whatever lay ahead. The air outside was thick with energy, and the very ground seemed to hum with a power that sent shivers down their spines. The closer they got to the planet, the more the artifact glowed, as though it recognized the place they were headed. They landed in a clearing near a massive, glowing temple that towered over them. The air was still, but the atmosphere was charged with anticipation. As Zora and her crew stepped out of the ship, the ground beneath them seemed to tremble, and the temple's doors slowly began to open, as if the planet itself was inviting them in. "This is it," Zora whispered, her heart pounding. "The answers we've been searching for are inside." They stepped forward, the entrance to the temple looming before them. The air grew warmer, and the light from the artifact became blinding as it pulsed one last time. With a deep breath, Zora led her crew inside. And so, the explorers entered the temple, unaware that they were about to uncover the greatest secret of the cosmos, the final message of the universe's ancient creators. The sleeping giant was not a machine. It was the last warning. The last hope of a civilization long forgotten.
Hey there. If you're enjoying the story so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our exciting adventures.